And this is where I enjoy talking about one of my favorite subjects, tendency breakers, or counters as I also like to call them. You've done things in a certain way in the first half, and they've had the ability to see what you've done. They're going to make their adjustments. So guess what? You adjust yourself and try and stay ahead of the pace because you are looking for some separation in this ball game.
The adjustment to the adjustment.
Without a doubt. Show them one thing, hit them with something else.
Looking deep downfield. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off here by Aaron Colvin. And his crew will take over with a football at the 35-yard line. Time for the Steelers offense now to get set for their first possession of half number 2. They start the drive on the ground. It's Williams. And he went nowhere. Well, he went backwards, back to the 33. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be second down. It's already 2nd and 12. The defense hoping to push them back more. And yet again, this run game just continues to be completely shut off.
Completely stymied. I mean, they're trying to get some consistency, trying to find places to roam. They just haven't been there throughout this game.
That one good for 10 yards. And all of a sudden here, it's 3rd down. And at his size, he's a smaller back. You can get him to football. He can kind of get lost, make someone miss. It's good for him.
Yeah, it's great for him. I like what you said there. Sometimes he gets lost in the traffic a little bit, but get him out in the open field into some space. That plays to his strengths the best and keeps him out of it where all the big boys are, you know, make someone miss in the open field.
And how about the call here? They need 2 yards in their own territory on 4th down, and they're going to go for it. Here we go with Williams. And he'll lose yardage here, back at the 41. So certainly an interesting call there to go for it. And the Saints are going to get it back and in great shape. Out is the Saints offense now as they get ready to take over here. Now a handoff here to his running back. And he'll get inside the 40 to maybe the 38-yard line. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down.
I do know from experience that when you slow down someone's running game, you're now doing the dictating on defense. And guess what? Now you're getting ready to tee off on their quarterback because they have to throw it all the time. But you still have to be alert for the draws and other plays of that nature to make sure you don't get hurt.
And now they're in the hurry-up. And he'll give it here to his running back. And not much running room. Down to the 32. Call it a 4-yard pickup, but it leaves him a few inches short here on 4th down.
Some of the most unselfish players on any football team, defensive tackles, because we ask them to just eat up blocks and allow other people to make tackles. But when he can make a play himself, as we just saw there, that's a big day.
He finds Beckham complete. And he will have a first down at about the 21-yard line. They're going to hurry back to the line now.
Well, the field goal attempt was well in hand. They had that, but they decided to go for it anyway. Extreme confidence, it looks like.
Yeah, but I bet the defense is going to remember this one, right? They kind of rubbed their nose in it. 20 yards on the pickup there. And the Saints are set up now with a 1st and goal. So after that big gain, let's see what else the offense has up its sleeve. They come out with 1 back and 3 tight ends. And he is going to lose yardage here. It's a loss of a yard there, and now second down. And quickly, they get to the line.
Got to give a lot of credit to the defensive front there. They held their ground, pretty much stoned them on that play, and ended up creating a lost yardage play.
Yeah, drop them from the 1 back to the 2. Well, pretty good coverage there, and both of these defenses, they've had good coverage throughout this one.
No doubt about it, and in today's NFL, where we're used to a bit more scoring, this feels almost like a whip.
And he takes it across and into the end zone. Touchdown, Saints. A great effort there. Taking it in from 2 yards out. And the Saints add on to their lead. And that makes it a 9-point game. Franks now on to kick it away after the touchdown. This is fielded at the goal line. And he'll take this across the 25. Couple extra yards up to the 27-yard line. And Pittsburgh getting set to take the field. And last time out, went for it on 4th down, turned it over, gave him great field position, turned it to 6 points, so they've got to recover here, Charles.
It's amazing what one decision can do in the chain of events, right? The decision to go.
Now hold everything here. We're going to get a timeout by the offense. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this third quarter. On first down, Smith. And his throw here is incomplete. Intended that time for Cooper, and it's second down. Second down following the incompletion. From the gun, here's Smith. He's going to sling this deep downfield. So the long attempt falls innocently to the ground, and it brings up third.
Well, partner, I think the defensive fellas got the memo, and they decided to cover him on that play.
Yeah, he's already up over 100 yards in this game. They tried a deep shot, couldn't get it.
Yeah, when you've had that much success, finally someone said, let's try and put a stop to it and put people on it.
And incomplete. The contact made the ball roam free and brings up fourth down. The 3 straight incompletions, they don't care. That hasn't dissuaded them. They're going to go for it on fourth. They snap it to Smith. And this is incomplete. The Steelers try it, but they come up empty on fourth down. And the Saints will have the football back. And now the Saints get set to trot out there. And they were able to punch it in the end zone last time. They'll be looking to do that again here for the defense. Obviously, they'll be looking to stop them from punching it back in the end zone.
It always is punch-counter-punch, isn't it? And which team has the advantage? Well, let's just go back. Last time on offense, they rolled downfield, got into a good rhythm. You can see a little more bounce in and out of the huddle. You can see the sideline really get into the game. So defensively, you're thinking to yourself, how do we take that away from them? How do we get the advantage back? Let's see what they come up with. I think pressure is always the first way to go.
You love pressure.
I love it.
We'll see if they dial it up this drive. They go back to the ground with Smith. And down to the 36-yard line here. 8 yards on the pickup, and now they'll have some options on second and short. Looking to speed things up here, going with some tempo. To throw is RG3, escaping the pressure right, and avoids the contact by sliding. He got 18 yards out of that one, and it gets him a new set of downs. So they're operating in the red zone.
Partner, he was going through his progressions. Not there, not there. After about the third one, he decided he better pull it down and run for it. And he slides down and avoids the hit for good measure.
And that'll be incomplete. So the incomplete pass brings up second down. Second and 10. Once again, Griffin flushed out right. They'll give him a yard on the play, and that's going to lead to a third down.
Well, he did a nice job keeping his eyes downfield, waiting for someone to get open. But once the pressure forced his eyes down to see the rush, it was time to make a break for it.
They come out with one back and 3 tight ends. Griffin. And intercepted. Maybe the turning point they need. It's the Pro Bowler Luke Kuechly that picks it. And Pittsburgh getting set to take the field. And last time they were very fortunate, this offense. They went for it on 4, turned it over in their own territory. But the other guys held up. They didn't give up any points.
So how about the guy with the #1 headset on the sidelines, the head coach? That was planned going into it, not necessarily to not get the first down or to have the defense have to hold
But he
up.
trusted his defense.
Trusted his defense very much, and I think that's how he's going to play this game. Go for it, be aggressive, because I've got the wild bunch backing me up over here on my own sideline.
Now we'll see what his offense can do. They get 6 here after the incompletion, and it'll leave them with a 3rd and 4. So following the run, we'll see what they do here on 3rd down. They come out 5 wide, 3 of them to the right side. From the gun on 3rd down, Smith. And incomplete here on 3rd down. All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on 4th down. They're going for it. Desperation time for Smith on 4th down. And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. 12 yards is the pickup there. And on 4th down, they're able to convert and move the sticks.
As a defender, I always found the slant route extremely difficult to cover unless you're able to jump on top of it early, because once he gets his hands on the ball, he's at full speed going away from you.
It all happens in the blink of an eye, doesn't it?
It really does. The timing is so important. That ball's got to be out of the hands of the quarterback and to the receiver like that. And if it is, you often get a very successful play.
Now Gino on first down. And that is incomplete. Unable to connect on the first down pass play. Now it's second down. Smith now to throw. He's going to let it fly. And he's unable to grab it. Thought he might have had position, couldn't hold on, third down.
And you just know when that play call came in, their eyes lit up, because anytime you get a chance to take a big shot downfield, that's a lot of fun, and they missed an opportunity.
Now Smith. And now another one thrown incomplete. And they're indeed going to go for it here on fourth down. So trailing here in the last quarter. Let's see how this plays out. Got to try it here. He's back to throw. And he checks this one down to Williams. They had to go for it with such little time remaining. And the Saints are going to get it back and in great shape. Back out onto the field now comes the New Orleans offense. They're in a good spot. Two-possession game barely, but a two-possession game here late. Now they just have to put this game on ice.
Let's face it, right now, they're talking about ball security, taking care of it, not allowing anything crazy to happen, because we've seen nutty things happen down the stretch, but they also have the security of the scoreboard. With that type of a lead, even if something goes haywire, they're still in good shape.
And this time not as successful, as he'll get back to the line of scrimmage and no more. They'll lose a yard, and it brings up third. And the offense moving quickly to the line. Here's Griffin to throw. And intercepted. Maybe the turning point they need. And some space here. Two-score game here in the fourth, and that pick, it kind of keeps the door ajar, doesn't it?
It does, and you wonder about their strategy, because with a two-score lead, you would think maybe you're just sitting on it trying to drain some clock. It's almost like they felt like, hey, we've got a good cushion. We can keep pressing it. It ended up costing them.
After the interception, here's Smith. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And this is caught now for a late touchdown. So hold everything here. This one's not over yet.
And there's the touchdown that they needed, so they'll celebrate. But the guys on the sidelines, they've got to stay focused. The onside kick team, they need them to get the ball back.
Yeah, part one of the equation done. Now they need to convert and then get that onside kick. And the Saints are going to get to this one, so that should about do it. And the kicker failed to get the ball 10 yards down the field. That's a penalty.
You have one job. Get the ball 10 yards or more downfield as the kicker. He failed to execute.
They'll give it to him right up the gut. Fighting his way down to about the 35-yard line. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9. And the Steelers signal for another timeout. That'll leave them with just one remaining in this fourth quarter of play. They come out with one back and 3 tight ends. He can't bring him down.
The weight room does work.
And a solid run down inside the 30. It's a gain of 6, moves him to a manageable 3rd and 2 situation. And play is stopped here. Timeout. It's the defense calling the timeout here. It'll be their 3rd and final timeout, so as they talk things over, we'll step aside. And to give this time to the tailback. And he will have a first down at about the 21-yard line. It's an 8-yard pickup and leads to a new set of downs. And they're going to speed things up here. And now whistles and a flag, and I think we got a jump here. And a neutral zone infraction on the defense.
The defense thought they had the timing count on the quarterback's cadence, but they jumped too soon.
Now a handoff here to his running back. And he'll push his way up to about the 14. Call it a gain of a couple there as it'll leave him with a second and just 3.
Tough day, tough sledding right there, and it's been that way the entire game. Not a whole lot of room to ramble for him.
Yeah, you're right. It's been that way all afternoon. Didn't get a whole lot better there. Buying time to